This episode of Hybridcraft is brought to you by my spam folder. Sometimes I feel like even spam needs a reply. So, here it is. Apparently, this girl is getting a little humid, and she says she loves me. Also, my video about you. I don't know what it means. To answer your question, Derek, yes, what other kind of friendship is there besides YouTube friendship? Now, Patricia has really gone above and beyond. How did she know she would end up in my spam folder?
What's up, everybody? Spartan Overdrive back with another episode of Hybridcraft, the Minecraft Let's Play where we like to do all the things, and boy, have we been up to all the things lately. Have we ever? But you know what, Today we're going to get back to our roots. We're going to do a little bit of a building episode. I'm excited about it. Are you excited about it? Let's jump right into it. I'm over here because I got to gather up some resources, guys. This is a part of the episode where I normally would ask for the likes and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to stop doing that, guys. I don't care. You know what? I do appreciate the likes. Thank you so much for them. You know what I like more? I like the comments. As you can see from my little goofy intro there, I'm a fan of the comments. Man, I love chit-chatting with you guys. That's why we do the Discord. That's why we do the Twitter. That's why we do all the different things that we do, because I really dig it and I like it. Let's grab this. Yeah, we're going to gather these materials right here. I don't know which all ones we're going to use, but I think we're going to need quite a few of these. So let's grab them up. And while we're at it, let's put on this stuff here, guys. Let's put it on. Let's get going. All right, guys, are you ready to buckle up your pantyhose? Because we're about to dive into some stuff here. I've got some ideas. The ideas are flowing. Let me tell you, we're going to take a windy path. We're going to walk through this area the long way. We're going to look at this thing. This is episode number 42. Number 42. We've been doing this for about a year now. For some reason, I'm only up to 42. Apparently, I missed some weeks here and there, and right in the water like always. And again, oh my goodness, been doing this for almost a year, and I can't even get across a stinking little creek there. Oh man. That's the way it goes, isn't it? That's the way it goes. But that's okay. So this is 42, which is exciting because that means that we're almost at number 50. And I told you guys that we would put up a download of the entire world for you guys at 50. You know we do all the structure block stuff, right? I give you all that stuff to download all the live long day, all the due times. But we're going to give you the entire world this time for you guys to kind of explore. I'm going to put some secrets in here for you guys to find, which will be fun. And you can blow it up. You can do whatever you want with it. But I've got to decide what in the world I'm going to do between now and then. There's the pressure. The pressure is on, people. The pressure is on. We are going to do quite a few things. And as you can see, boom, we already got a few things planned for today. See that big clock tower? I think it is time. I think it is high time for a little bit of clockage in this area. This world needs an area and a place and a way for everybody to be able to tell the time easily. And I got some fun plans. As you can see, I have already built the actual clock tower up at the top. I've got to move it. It's a little too close to the road, but I wanted to get an idea of where it was going to be seen from, and I wanted it to be seen from everywhere. So good news, it kind of is, right? You can kind of see it from all over the place, and it's a little bit of a monument situation. Not a monument, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of a landmark. That's the word, because you can see it from all over the city. So we're going to build this thing up and do it right. And I got to build the whole thing up, obviously, but I got to move it back a little bit. This was just to kind of get started. I got some good plans for this thing. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be a clock tower, but you know me, we like to do all the things. We're going to do something fun with it. Hopefully. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. Bear with me. So how are you doing today? That's what I want to know. That's the important question of the day. How are you doing? I want to hear all about it in the comments. How's your summer been? What have you been up to? Fill me in on the details. Mine's been going pretty stinking good. I tell you what, I have enjoyed it. We've been doing a lot of fun streams together and good Minecraft times right now. I mean, how does it get any better? That's what I need to know. How does it get any better? I don't even know. But I will say this, guys. Here's the other thing. Here's the other thing I want to talk about. I'm going to put a poll up. I was doing that for quite a while, and then I kind of got away from it for some reason. But I'm going to start putting them up towards the beginning of the episode if I can think of a good question, because I think they get a little bit more a little bit more activity at the beginning of the episode. But anywhoozle, the question is, what do you think about all this new Minecraft texture stuff? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it in just a second. But what I want to know is, do you think it's cool, or do you think it's poop? Do you like it, or do you hate it? I'm going to put a poll up right now, and it's going to give you a couple options. Tell me what you think. You can always come back if you don't know what's going on and vote on it after you hear the conversation, or at least my side of it. But I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Let's make this thing a dialogue. Why don't we? But yeah, so the deal is they are redoing all the textures in Minecraft. So why would they do such a thing as retexture the entire game? That's kind of crazy. Honestly, it does sound kind of crazy, but if you think about it, this is not going to be the first time. This is something they do fairly regularly. You know, the one thing you can count on with Minecraft is change. The one consistency is change, right? That's kind of with life too, right? But that's a good thing, guys. Don't get upset about it. It's a good thing because let's face it, it would be pretty boring if it stayed the same all the time, right? Like, you want your redstone updates, you want your new building blocks, you want stuff like that. But we get a little bit attached to our textures, don't we? For whatever reason, that seems to be the case. But I'm here to tell you, calm yourself. It's going to be all right. So I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit nervous about it myself. And I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why I think everybody else is. And then I'll tell you what I think the solution is. I think the issue is that, and let me tell you why they're doing this, by the way. At least this is what they've stated so far. Basically, Notch made this game a long time ago, and it just kind of grew and grew, and it outgrew the ability of any one man to be able to keep up with the development of it. So he had to hire some people, and when he did, I think Jeb was one of those main people who he's the lead guy now, from what I understand. And they came in and they made changes. They did their own thing. And when it comes to the artwork, these guys have been doing it all themselves this whole time, from what I understand, and they all had like a little bit different idea and a little bit different art style. And so what they're trying to do now is they're trying to unify the entire experience so that everybody gets the same experience, and they want it to be all the same. They want these blocks to match, right? And that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think anybody has an issue with that even. So I don't think anybody is upset about the fact that they're trying to unify everything. I think it's a good thing, and I think everybody would probably agree with that. I think the problem is you can't make everybody happy, because if you change one thing, you have to change everything. And that's basically what they're saying they're going to do. In doing so, you're going to lose a lot of the blocks that you love, right? But here's the deal, guys. They're also going to change stuff that we hate. So I actually tweeted, and it got quite a few likes. I tweeted out that the first thing they should change is granite and diorite, and I'm actually pretty excited about that. I really am. The thing that I'm a little hesitant about, the thing I'm a little concerned and leery about is the overall direction. So the overall direction is to make things look kind of more like the glazed terracotta blocks. They are very, very keen on that. They really like the glazed terracotta blocks. For some reason, they love it. And so they're wanting everything to kind of match up with that. So that's my concern, because I'm kind of in the camp of not really caring for them. But we got to realize, guys, some people actually like them. I don't know what's wrong with those people, but some people actually like that stuff. So I think here's the deal. Here is the deal. We got to remember, whether or not whatever you feel about the game, whatever Notch felt about the game originally, Microsoft is in control now. The guys over at Mojang are doing their thing now, and I kind of think that they feel and realize that this is a video game made for children. And so they're making all this bright, crazy contrast color stuff because it appeals to children, because that's the main market. And business-wise, it really makes sense. We may not like it, but you know what? We got our own texture pack, don't we? Now, it's going to make things a little bit more difficult on me, I think, because I try to keep my textures as vanilla as possible, because I want everybody who watches my videos to be able to relate to it no matter what texture pack they use. So I'm going to have to adjust, and I'm not going to be a fan of that necessarily, but you know what? You got to give it a chance. Because what is life if you don't give something a chance? I think overall the game is awesome, right? We love the game. So let's just give them a chance and see what they come up with. So I think the solution here, the real solution is Get over it. Honestly, the game is always changing. It's never going to stop. If it did, it'd be boring and you wouldn't play it anymore. So just let them do what they're going to do. There's nothing you can do about it. The good thing about this is you can download your own resource pack. So don't have a cow. Download your own resource pack and change the things that you don't like. That's what I've been doing, right? And we'll continue to do that. Why not? But here's the deal. The idea is that this is a conversation. So you guys let me know. Do you agree or do you disagree? Feel free to disagree. It's totally fine. But if you do, I'd love to hear why. Like, I really want to know what people's thoughts are on all this, because it's kind of fascinating to me. It's very interesting. Like, I totally understand why people don't like this. I totally get why they're not a fan of this. But in general, people just don't like change, do they? We surely don't. And you know what? I'm one of them. I'm not a big fan of the direction it's heading, to be honest, but I'm going to give them a shot. I'm going to see where it goes. And you know what? Let's be positive. I kind of am looking forward to seeing what they come up with. Some of the changes I actually dig. I actually enjoy some of the changes, and I'm really looking forward to some stuff like diorite being changed. Hopefully it'll look better. Alright, well, I have made a few changes. Basically, what it boils down to is I rebuilt the entire thing. That is, unfortunately, not uncommon for me. This is by far and away not completed yet. Guys, I just wanted to bring you in and show you all the work I did do, because like I said, I had to rebuild the whole thing. Basically, the wood, I wanted wood for the part up here, and for whatever reason, I was thinking the whole thing needed to be wood. And I don't know, it was just too, it didn't feel solid. It didn't feel supported. It was just too tall, too straight for just wood only. So I came back and I placed some brick and some stone and all the good things that you see in front of your face right now, and this is what we ended up with. So yeah, I mean, we got a long ways to go still, but this took forever because I did have to rebuild it, unfortunately. But that's unfortunately the way that I do things and why it takes a while. Now, I do want you guys to help me with a couple things. Let's see if we can zoom in and look at it this way. We got the buttons around there. Now, take note, you may or may not notice if I didn't point out, and by the way, this is white concrete powder, which I think looks beautiful. It does the job perfectly. But these buttons, if you count them up, if that was 12 rather, this would be 1 or 2, and this would be 3, right? So there's not really a good way to put all the numbers on there like it's supposed to be. So this button right here is kind of like 130. So it doesn't really make sense, but it looks good. And that's what matters, people. That's what matters, is it looks good. It's Minecraft. It can be whatever we want. Maybe we don't have 12 hours in a day here. 12 hours in a day. Wow. How about 24 hours? You know what I'm trying to say. 12 hours in half a day in a clock time. The other thing I'm not sure about, the thing I want to show you, the reason I zoomed in is we've got the buttons here that are wooden, and then on this other side I put stone buttons, and I think they both look pretty good. You guys let me know in the comments below which ones you prefer, what you like. I'm going to run a lot of ideas by you guys here in the next few minutes, so pay attention. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good too. So I don't know. I might actually prefer that. I can't decide, guys. You help me decide, please. Wood or stone buttons. The other thing is, right here we've got a little entrance. That's no big deal at all. Somebody's got to get up in there and take care of this thing. I don't have any kind of interior. We may work something out in the interior later. There's not a whole lot of room, but let's take a look at this. So the idea is, this big clock tower is just the tower, and there will be a lot of other things. You know how we have the alleyway over here? It's not the best alleyway, but it is an alleyway. Let me show you real quick. I love nooks and crannies and little details like these alleyways, or something like this little area that passes through, that connects this garage or this barn carriage, whatever, to the hotel or house right there. That kind of stuff I love. And when I first built this world, that was my goal, is to have that kind of stuff and have everything really tight and stuck together like this. And now that it's finally getting enough buildings in here that it feels kind of tight and cozy, we are finally able to do some of that stuff. So here's the idea. This is just the central tower right here, right? But it's going to be connected to a lot of different buildings at various heights. And so imagine with me, if you will, if you can please, that this is going to be a path that comes back here, and it's almost like a private neighborhood, and all of this area here is going to be like a a courtyard, I guess you could say, and then it's going to go this way, and then we will exit back out. Now I'm going to go into creative mode in just a second to kind of show you guys a better idea, but it'll go this way, and then also there is another little nook and cranny that goes back over here, and it gives access to the buildings back here. And so all of this stuff here is going to be kind of a mix of commercial and residential and all the good things. You know what? Let's go to sleep real quick. I'm going to point a couple things out to you guys. A couple things that might help you with your builds if you're struggling a little bit. Okay, we're going to come back now in creative mode so that I can give you a overview of what we're dealing with here. So as you can see, it's a big hodgepodge of a mess right now. Probably would have been better for video sake if I used wool of different colors or something, but I had a lot of this coarse dirt, so I used it. None of this stuff is set in stone. It will be changed, guaranteed. But you can see, basically, I just put out a bunch of squares. But everybody knows that squares are boring, right? We want to do something a little bit different. But even squares can be cool if you put them at different intervals and different layers like this, so that they're not all one straight line and one block, right? So right here on this here, this is going to have some stilts that go down maybe and hold this up. It'll be a balcony that hangs over, kind of like over there maybe. And same thing over here. We'll have this little area here, but see how it all kind of sticks out at different angles? That is the kind of stuff that creates the detail and interest that is going to make your build stand out and look good. So right here, same thing. What's great about building roads on angles and not in a straight line is it forces you to do that a little bit. So instead of going straight back like that, we're forced to come out a little bit here, and then we're going to come out a little bit further here, and then over here the same way. But I went ahead and cut a little path in this way to connect over to our courtyard here, and I think it's going to look awesome. It's going to be tight and cozy. You guys, if you have any ideas for businesses, the idea is these areas out here on the outer edge here, these are going to be shops, and then above them and back behind them will be places where people live. And same thing over here. So we've got a few business ideas, and I want to make all the businesses, at least the houses are for you guys, by the way. If you're new to the channel, you can move into a house just like this one over here. I'm trying to create a house for each and every person and business in here, but here's one here that Elysian's moved into. Kento lives right here, and anyways, Luigi and a bunch of other people are moved in already. So we will, once we get these houses built up, we'll have another live stream where you guys come in and decorate them and claim jobs. But we need jobs, guys. We got a career center here, so I'm going to go through the suggestions we've got already. I know that we need a slime shop, but I'm going to put that over there because that's where my slime chunks are. It makes sense. And but anyways, if you guys have any other suggestions of things that can be sold, I mean, anything that's in the game, like I want to have a building and a shop for every single thing. But anyways, the main point of this is going to be a building complex. It's a mixed use area, and just like on a horizontal, how all these things have different layers this way, we're going to do the same thing here with vertical spaces, how they're all going to be at different heights. So see how we built that tower last time? Well, now we have another tower that dwarfs it, but you come over here and it creates a nice little, it just creates some nice little texture and variance. And look at this one over here, and then how that tree's a little higher. So you want everything to have a little bit of variation is the point I'm trying to make that I'm taking forever at. Now, the other thing I want to do with you guys real quick here is I mentioned towards the beginning of the episode how this is 42, and we've just got a few episodes to go till we get to number 50. And that's the one where I'm going to hand out the world for you guys to have on your own PCs and explore on your own. So the question I have for you now, the other big comment that I've got for you guys is what things would you like me to finish? Okay, so let's just go through real quickly the things that we've started that haven't finished. Now, of course, this big complex is one of those things. I don't know if I'll finish that completely, but I'll get started on it certainly. But that's one thing. The other thing is over here, we've got a slime farm that I've got to make. It's right under that pumpkin. We'll put a shop up here somewhere. This here is going to be a central storage area. I need to go ahead and design all the redstone for that. And then I need to build a cool building around it that will be cool. Like what did we call this? I think this was going to be like a town hall / storage facility, because I want every building to make sense, every redstone device to make sense. Here's something I forgot about. Over here we could do, this here is our horse in the sky magic drink shop. This one is just like a temporary setup. until that I can build something bigger. So ultimately I want to build like a big factory with a storefront that will do like automatic brewing and all that kind of stuff. And that's what this big space here is reserved for. So that's another thing we got to do. In addition, I have an entire harbor community, a harbor town or a harbor district that I want to build around this bay right here. So that's going to be a big one we need to do. And then I want to build a bunch of little boats and stuff. And I got to deck this out and put a bunch of goodies and do a lot of detail here. So if you want to see detail, that'd be a good place to do it. We still need to finish our flower forest here. I got to go and put all these trees everywhere. Now, I'm asking you guys what's most important to you because I won't be able to do all of this before episode 50. But what are the things that would stand out most to you when you come and explore that you'd like me to finish? The other thing is right here, this thing here, if you're new to the channel and you don't know about this, let me show you. We've got this little gondola situation here, and believe it or not, it actually works if I can get in it in time, so it looks cool. I didn't quite make it, but as you can see, we are up and away, which is one of the things that I'm the most proud of. I really enjoy that we've got this, and I hardly ever use it. But the thing is, it only works one way. It does not currently go back down. So I need to fix that up. That won't take too long, but I can fix that up. The reason I hadn't done that yet is because I don't have anything here either. We don't have a destination for this thing. I actually do have an idea for this. I think that I could do this one pretty easily, maybe, but you never know with me. But yeah, we need to build some kind of resort destination up here. If you have any ideas of what we could do, I have an idea. I'm not going to say it yet. It'll be a surprise if I go with that. But if you guys have suggestions, please let me know. That is another thing we can do right here that I need to finish up. And then finally, something that you're not going to see, and I'm probably not even going to show you, but something I want to do. This one's just so you guys know, this is something I have plans for, but I want to decorate everything in this area and all the redstone stuff as well. So we made that mob farm. I want to decorate the inside of that mob farm so that it looks cool, even if we never go there. It's the point of the matter. I want it all to look really, really cool, and also all the transportation systems. So down below, in fact, let's go ahead and do it. I wasn't going to, but let's go ahead. Let's go to game mode 3, and we can drop all the way down here. And where is it? There is a somewhere. Here it is right here. So this little transportation system here, what I want to do is I want to turn this into some sort of sewage or sewer network, and I want it to make sense. I want to basically pretend essentially that this is some sort of sewage situation. We could make a sewer down here that would flow and be really cool, and then we could connect everything up to it. I think that would be really cool. It's pointless. It's totally pointless, but I think it would be cool. Well, guys, we're going to call it quits here today with that clock tower. I'm going to leave it unfinished because I have secret plans for it next episode. Oh, you wait and see. I hope that I'm not talking it up too much, because if I can do what I want to do, it's going to be oh so fun and oh so cool, but we'll see. But yeah, we are leaving that undone on purpose because I've got plans that I want to have to spend some time on. But anyways, guys, thanks for joining me again. I know I asked you a lot of questions. We had a lot of conversation, so hopefully we can continue that in the comments down below. I look forward to chatting with you there. Join me on Discord if you haven't already. We can chat it up there as well. And until next time, as always, keep it creative.